In the focus of the program within the process is detailed process of production from the idea to final result under the brand Made in Kazakhstan. The program shows us an amazing world of projects, technologies and industrial developments.
Automobile parts are usually not the cheapest, and in order to change an air or oil filter, you have to find the right one, buy it and install it. And imagine what it takes to service an entire bus park. A number of filters that need to be regularly purchased and changed. But this is not a problem. We also have manufacturers of these automobile parts. We visited a plant for the production of filters and are now ready to tell you all about it. Hello, you are watching The Process, a program in which we tell you in detail about how it works. Today, the lenses of our cameras are focused on the production process of automobile filters. The most durable and long-lasting are paper filters. They're made out of special filter paper. Due to its fibrous structure, it blocks all pollutants and impurities in the air. A paper air filter of good quality has a 99% purification rate of air that enters the car engine. Filters for different types of automobiles have different shapes. For light vehicles, panel air filters are used, which are flat and rectangular. Filters for buses and trucks are different. These are tall, hollow cylinders. This plant mainly specializes in the manufacturing of these types of filters. Although these filters are called paper filters, everything starts with metal. First, the form of the filter is made out of a metal strip. It is heavy. That is why in order to set it up on the machine, a lifting mechanism is used. The machine drills holes in the metal strip, making a grid out of it. The width of the strip depends on the filter type, which is launched into production. It is determined by the master in accordance with the car brand for which the set of filters is manufactured. Thus, out of a whole metal strip, we get this type of grid. The machine is programmed to a specific length. After a set period of time, it cuts off the ready part. Now they have to be straightened out. For this, they are passed through the special rolling press. The result are straightened out fragments of the filter grids. The job of the welder at this plant bears great responsibility. Imagine making a seam in this type of material. It has to be very thin, but at the same time very light so that the filter does not break when used. But the welder is a true master. In half a minute, everything is ready. Before welding together the edges, the welder makes sure that its size fits the shape of the top. In addition, thanks to preliminary measuring, all the parts end up straight. Dot welding is used. After joining the edges, the master makes a seam in a couple of places along the joint. Here, all the grid parts of the filter are prepared for the internal and external wall. It is important for them to be packaged immediately. At the next stage, paper for the filter is being prepared. Filter paper is delivered to the plant in big rolls. This type of roll is set up on the rolling machine. Then it is gradually unrolled and moved further along the production line. It looks like regular paper. What is so special about it, and why is it used in the making of filters? For different types of filters, the paper that is used has different density and thickness, but overall its fibers are the best block against any type of dirt and impurities. Filter paper is initially cut in accordance with the size of the filter, and it is moved to the site where it is bent. The machine perforates the sheet and then makes folds along the perforation line. The height of the fold is preliminarily programmed in accordance with the type of filter that is being made at the moment. Then the folded paper is cut off from the general piece and sent for gluing. Because the filters have a cylindrical shape, the paper inside should be of the same shape. The edges of the folded paper are joined together and glued under high temperatures. An operator of the production line regulates the whole process, collects cut-up fragments of the paper, and sets them up for gluing. Putting the papers together looks like a circus act, and now a trick. Let me try. First time, no luck. Another try. Here it is. Sleight of hand without any deception. The operator lays the paper onto the external part of the membrane of the filter. Then the internal grid is inserted. The grids are laid out in a way so that they are always close at hand. This optimizes the working speed at the station. Then the grid with the paper is sent to the final stage of production. All that is left is to close the top and bottom of the cylinder. Today there are two types of lids. If it is a filter with a metal lid, then glue is poured into the lid, and then it is set up on the grid with the paper. In a couple of seconds, the glue dries up and the lid remains tightly attached to the filter. Also, filters with a polyurethane bottom are manufactured at the plant. A special substance that is prepared out of two components is poured into the filter form and inserted the grid with the paper inside. In 20 to 30 seconds, once the construction is tightly attached, the filter form can be removed. Thus the paper and the grid are tightly fixated. Absence of excess metal and thus lower chance of a chemical reaction ensures higher quality of filtration, especially if this is a fuel filter. These types of filters are the new term in the technology of their production. New standards of filtration require higher quality of purification, and these types of filters with polyurethane compounds answer these demands. It means they extend the life of the car. Aside from air filters, this plant also manufactures oil and fuel paper filters. Their manufacturing principle is analogous. The only difference is in the size as well as the type of paper used. An oil filter will be smaller in size and the paper used will have a different density, but its manufacturing process is similar. Local production of car filters allows for a more cost-efficient maintenance of public transport, the city's bus parks, as well as agricultural equipment. Vehicles used in the field simply require a filter. That's it. The batch of filters is ready. These ones will do for Mercedes buses, and these for trucks that are produced in Sweden. And imagine that there's no need to have these parts delivered from abroad. With local-based production, everything is faster and more cost-efficient, and the car works perfectly. You are watching The Process, a program in which we tell you in detail about how it works, and thereby change your views on things that surround us daily. My name is Nazar Muhammad Jan. Until next time.